You know, it has been a rough couple of years being me. I am kind of tired of being me because from depression to anxiety to depression again, it has been a rough path. But nothing, and I mean nothing, made my life harder than being indecisive. Because nothing screams more than a useless person than being indecisive. And once you pair that with my overthinking and anxiety, you've made the worst human being to be around. Personally, I think there's levels to being indecisive. The first level is when you're struggling at picking the right option. You're anxious about making a decision just like normal human beings, and you're like, okay, am I picking the right decision? Am I picking the right option? Am I not? The second level is when you're still not sure, so you start asking around people you know, or what do you think I should do? What do you think? What do you think about this decision I'm trying to make? No, 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 no. The third level is by consulting everyone you know, every single advice starts looking like the right advice. Therefore, no advice is correct. And then the final level, which I am currently in, is you being a burden to everyone around you. It's when no one, and I mean no one, wants to be next to you anymore. Because they found out that you're completely useless. You can't do grown people things. Sometimes I like to add a personal touch to these levels, which is WWOPW, which basically means what would other people want? What decision would other people be satisfied with? Even if it concerns me, oh, what would people be comfortable with? And then I just look like a dumbass. And I know it's annoying. I know that while I get decision fatigue, other people around me get decision fatigue. And I get that. I get that. It is annoying being next to me when I'm making a decision. But honest to God, I don't know how to fix it. Because not only do I change my mind at the slightest hint of disagreement, but I also unlocked something new where I'm desperate to be making a decision that I start looking for signs around me. And I start thinking, oh, that's a sign that I should make this decision, and that's a sign that I should make this decision. And while I'm waiting for a sign, I start taking everything as a sign, and then I go into psychosis. And by the end of it, I start feeling like that one Austin McBroom meme. That one.
She was telling me how one moment she feels like she's a psychic. The next moment she felt like she was a healer. The next moment she turned me into a mermaid. I was being as supportive as I could.
And I think the root of it all is like most people think that it's because your parents never made you let you make a decision, but for me it's something completely different. I was allowed to make decisions when I was young, but every bad decision, and emphasis on bad decision, was held over my head. Every decision was made fun of, regardless if it was a bad decision or not. From the clothes that I wear, to the songs I listen to the movies I choose to watch, everything was wrong. I always did something wrong in their eyes. But the thing is, when the time came for a big decision to be made, for example, regarding my future, suddenly everyone backtracks and they're like, oh, you know best. Oh, we're not gonna decide. Oh, we don't have any advice for you. Yeah, okay. And I know some people are gonna be like, Well, have you tried talking to them about your indecisiveness? I have never received good advice to being an indecisive person. I have never. Most people tell you, oh, a bad decision is better than no decision. Okay, I agree, but a good decision is better than both. Okay, what's the good decision? Like, I just want to know what is the good decision. I feel like, regardless of what I do, I always fall into making the worst decision. And I hate when people clown you for being indecisive because they're like, oh, well, just make a choice. Just live with the choice that you make. I'm not gonna be able to live with the choice if you keep holding it over my head. Like, that's not how it works. You know what? I just accepted that there's no cure to being undecisive. I have tried over the past year making more decisions and taking more initiative, but it just doesn't work. I am beyond repair. There's no saving me. This is the truth. I think the biggest advice I would give to someone who's like indecisive is just n- know that you are gonna be a disappointment and you are gonna make the wrong choice no matter what you do. But I feel like it's better accepting that you're gonna disappoint the people around you regardless than trying to change yourself, because that's not gonna happen. For me, it didn't happen. So I'm now just living with disappointing everyone around me. I know everyone is already disappointed. So I think it puts me at ease when I'm trying to make a decision. Because I'm like, oh well, nobody cares, I think. Or maybe they do care, but they're gonna be disappointed either way. And just remember, it's not like the world is gonna stop and you're or the world is gonna change and suddenly you're not gonna be making decisions anymore. You wake up every day and you make a decision, or 20 decisions. I don't know honestly how many decisions we make in a day, but every day you're making decisions. If you do the math right, you're gonna realize that some bad decisions are bound to be made. Big bad decisions and small bad decisions. So just live with it. That's all you gotta do.